Now, let me just introduce you to this YouTube account of mine where you can be able to learn mathematics, various concepts in various topics we are going to work on it. Now, when you find my channel or my YouTube account, it is actually Willy underscore Maths Guide. You will find Willy underscore Maths Guide. That is my account, and you'll be able to learn mathematics. All the concepts, everything concerning mathematics you will learn by just going to Willy underscore Maths Guide. Even today, you want to start on a certain topic in Form 2. In most cases, most students are having challenges in a topical reflection and a topical rotation in Form 2. And you want to start by doing a topical reflection. Just reflection is a topic. We need to work on it, and you'll be able to learn very many things. I'll give you very many concepts which you can be able to use in handling the questions. One, in this topic of reflection, there are so many things you need to know. First is that you need to know that a mirror line is a perpendicular bisector of lines joining the object points and their corresponding image points. Joining the object points and their corresponding image points. That's the first thing you need to know under this topic of reflection. Another thing again you need to know is that any point in the mirror along the mirror line is inferior where the word inferior will mean it cannot change its position. It is inferior. Also, what we need to know under this topic of reflection again, we need to know that object distant from the mirror line is equal to image distance from the mirror. Lastly, what you also need to know under any reflection, the object and the reflection is oppositely congruent with its image. That is what you need to know. First thing should be in your mind is what I've just given you. You need to know all these four things I've given you under reflection. And before we work on questions now concerning reflection, we need to recall that so many things here. I can draw a Cartesian plane here. I can have a line moving this way, and I can have a line moving this way. I can also have a line which is cutting the x-axis either this way, and I can also have a line cutting the y-axis this way. Let me assume discussing the x-axis with k, where k can either be 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's an integer. Also here I can assume upon k, y, the equation of this line therefore will be y is equal to k. Because if the line is moving this way, it's cutting y-axis at 4, then the equation of that line is y is equal to 4. But I'm using a general point term here, then we use a letter k to represent. The equation of this line is actually x equals to 4. The equation of this line is actually y is equal to x over times, I can write for you y minus x equals to 6. The same thing. The equation of this line is actually y is equal to negative x. Or if I don't want to use that, I last say or y plus x is equal to 0. It is the same line. The y-axis is always the line x is equal to 0. And the x-axis is always the line y is equal to 0. Now, we need to record when we reflect any object under any of these lines, either using this line, using that line, there are things we need to record under reflection. One, we need to record that the lines, number one, line number one, let me start with x-axis. X-axis maps point P, which is in this case AB, onto P image, which is A negative B. The first thing you need to know is that one. For example, if the point in this case AB is 2, 3, and you reflect using the x-axis, it will be 2, negative 3. That is the issue of AB and A negative B. That's what you need to know. Again, the line number 2, y-axis, maps point P, which is A, B, onto negative AB, onto P image is negative A, B. That is what you also need to know. So that if the point was 2, 3, then it will be negative 2, 3 when we have reflected using the y-axis. Another thing you need to know is that number 3, the line y is equal to x, this line, the line y is equal to x, or I can say the line y minus x is equal to 0, the same thing, maps point AB onto point P image, P object, onto P image, which is P A. That's also what you need to know. Another thing you need to recall is that number 4, the line y is equal to negative x, this line which is moving this way is called the line y is equal to negative x. So the line y is equal to negative x maps point A, point P, which is AB, onto P image, which is negative P, negative A. And then another thing also, the line which you have not touched on is the line y is equal to k and the line y x equals to k. Number 5. The line y is equal to the line x. So this one is the line. So this one is the line x is equal to k. Maps point P, which is in this case AB, onto P image, which is actually 2k minus A, comma B. And finally, the line y is equal to k. Maps point P, which is AB, onto P image, which is A, then 2k minus B in that case. So these are the concepts you need to have in your mind before you handle any question on dealing with reflection. You should know this. Maybe I can pick one of the examples, or I can just give you a question, an example. I can say, question number 1. the line y is equal to 3x plus 2 was selected using the line y plus x equals 0. Find the equation of its image. Now, you are reflecting this line. This is the line. I'm assuming this is the line. The line y is equals to 3x plus 2. Using a line y is equal y plus x is equals to 0. And you want to know this image that the equation of that image. So the first thing we need to know here, this line we are using to reflect. This line we are using to reflect. Then it is actually the line y is equals to negative x. When you take positive x across the equal sign, the y is equals to negative x, which is in this case, the line y is equals to negative x, is this one. And the line y is equals to negative x, the line y is equals to negative x maps point AB onto negative B, negative A. So what we are after here, you only need to find 2 points. Any 2 points in this line. Having any 2 points in that line, I can have x, y. So let me say when x is 1, then y will be 3 times 1, which is 3 plus 2, 5. Let's say when x is 2, then it will be 3 times 2, 6 plus 2, then y will be 8. So these are the 2 points. Point 1 is 1, 5. Point 2 is 2, 8 in this, along this line. And when you reflect a point AB using line y is equal to negative x, it will map onto what? It will map using y is equal to negative x. AB will be mapped onto negative b, negative a. Okay, so he pointed this image in the when you map using the same line, it will be negative 5, negative 1. That is negative b, negative a. Also again, 2a will become here, will become negative a, negative 2. Because of the concept I've just given you this one. Before you do any question concerning reflection, you must know all these concepts in your mind. You must know. That's why, since I know this line will mark AB into negative B, negative A, I've done the same. So when you have the 2 points of the image, and you want to find the equation, the first thing is, we find the gradient of this line. Finding the gradient of this image, gradient, because the change in y over change in x, which is in this case, y is, I am seeing y is negative 1 minus minus 2 over negative 5 minus minus 8. Which is in this case, the point negative 1 plus 2 over negative 5 plus 8. This one will be 1 over 3. So the gradient of this line is 1 over 3. If I want to find its equation, I introduce a general point that is xy. Then I pick one of the points, either negative 5, negative 1, or negative 8, negative 2. Then you pick one, negative 5, negative 1. Then its equation, gradient, the one change in y over change in x, which you know it is 1 over 3. So when I say y minus negative 1 over x minus negative 5, it will be 1 over 3. So in this case, it will be y plus 1 over x plus 5 equals 1 over 3. Cross multiplying will become 3 into y plus 1 is equivalent to 1 into x plus 5. So in this case, 3y plus 3 equals to x plus 5. So if I want to leave the answer in gradient intercept form, then it will be like this. 3y equals to x plus 5 minus 3. So 3y is equals to x plus 2. Leaving it in gradient intercept form, I mean this form, y is equals to mx plus c. You can leave it either in gradient intercept form, you can leave it in double intercept form, but in this case, let us leave it in gradient intercept form. Because as we continue, I'll also teach you how we can leave the answer in double intercept form. So this one will become over 3 everywhere. It will be y is equal to 1 over 3 x plus 2 over 3. That's how this is the equation of the image. Equation of the image. Equation of the image. Now, Maybe I can wrap this one again. I come with another question. You see, there are so many things we need to know. Even when we are handling question concerning reflection, you must also have the knowledge. I use the topic of gradient of a line, equation of a line. That topic. There is some concept we need to be using when we are handling it. Maybe I can pick one. You see. I can give you a question. One question again. There's a question here. A point 2,5 was reflected using a line y is equals to 2x plus 6. Find the coordinates of its image. Now, I have a point 2,5. This is it. Point what? Reflected using the line. This line was going to be y equals to 2x plus 6. So what we need to know here is that we need to think about what I say. A mirror line. So a mirror line in this case is this one. This is the mirror line. And they are saying a mirror line is a perpendicular bisector of lines joining the object points, where in this case our object point is here. Image point, we don't know, that's what we are looking for. Is it? And they are corresponding image. So if I can draw from the object point direct to the image, then since the mirror line is perpendicular, then these are going to be lines. Using the knowledge from that topic of gradient of a line, say that when lines are perpendicular, m1 and m2 must be negative 1. So if I know the gradient of this line in the form of y is equal to mx plus e, m is 2, gradient of this one is 2. Then this one, m2 will be negative half. So I say negative half times 2 will give me negative 1 because the two lines are perpendicular. So I know that the gradient of this line is negative 1 over 2. So when I say negative 1 over 2 times 2, it will give me negative 1. Since when lines are perpendicular, m1 and m2 must be negative 1. So in this case, if the gradient of this line joining the object points and the image points is negative half, then in gradient intercept form, its equation will be like y is equal to negative half x plus c, which we don't know c is what, but the equation will be this form. Last time gradient equation negative half. But since we know this line is passing through, last time I did the through point what? 2,5. This where our 2 is x, our 5 is y. So I replace here, y is 5, so equals to negative 1 over 2 times x, 2 plus c. We will get c. Now, this one will be negative 1. So 5 is equal to negative 1 plus c. Print negative 1 across the equation, 5 plus 1 will be 6. We are seeing c is equal to 6. So meaning, the equation of this line, therefore, is this one. Equation of this line joining the object point and the image point is y is equal to negative half x plus c. C is 6 in that case. But remember, in Form 1, when we were solving simultaneous equation, we were using elimination method, we were using substitution method, even graphical method was there, where we were bisecting the two lines in a graph, where the two intersect are the solution of the simultaneous equation. So here, at point of intersection, this line and this line are the same. So you can say equation of this line, which is y is equals to negative half x plus x, should be the same as this equation y is equals to 2x plus 6, which is this is like this one, saying negative 1 over 2x plus 6. That's how 2x plus 6. From there, negative, let me see, bring 2x, negative 2 and a half x. When you bring 2x from this, is equal to 6 minus 6, which is equal to 0. So in this case, if negative 2 and a half x is 0, meaning to remain with x over negative 2 and a half over negative 2 and a half. So I'm seeing x coordinate is what? 0. So x coordinate here is 0. But y coordinate, that's what we want to find. So if I know x is 0, then y will be what? You replace in any of the two equations, either here or there. So if I replace 0 here, negative half times 0, that was 0 plus 6. I using y coordinate will be 6. Even when you replace here 0, part of y coordinate is 6. So the coordinate here is 0, 6, p point. Using the same concept I gave you again, saying that the object distance from the mirror line is equal to image distance from the mirror line. Meaning the distance from here up to here is the same as the distance from here to where image is. So meaning this point will be the midpoint. So by letting the coordinates of the image to be x, y, we have known this is the midpoint. You know how to find the midpoint. Midpoint in a quadrant x1 plus x2. That is 2 plus x divided by 2 plus maybe x coordinate 0. Yes? So which is in this case 2 plus x is equal to 0 times 2 when you cross multiply. Which is still what's it? 0. So 2 plus x is equal to 0. I'm seeing x equal to negative 2. So x coordinate here will be negative 2. Now we look for y coordinate. y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So y1 is 5 plus y divided by 2 and plus y coordinate 6. So I'm seeing 5 plus y is equal to cross multiply. Because 6 times 2 12, you have an 1. So equals 12. 6 times 2 is 12. I'm seeing y alone would be 12 minus 5. Y coordinate would be 7. So the coordinates of the image is equal to 2, 7. 2, 7. When you reflect 0.25 using the line y is equals to 12 plus this, it will be 25. We have seen all the steps to follow. There are so many things. The question is very aggressive. You need to know knowledge from finding the midpoint. M1, M2 must be negative 1. You know, when lines are parallel, their cases are the same. So many things you need to know. But the most important thing under any reflection, you must know all these concepts I've given you and this one. It will work. And you will not have any identification concerning reflection. You will not. Lastly, let me just do one question based on this concept. The concept, the line x is equal to k. Maps from A to onto is okay. And if you mark the end of reflection, if you want anything, you can ask me, and I'll answer it. Okay. Okay. Another question is the line y is equal to 3x plus 1 was reflected using the line x equals to 6. Find the equation of its image. So in this question, you know the mirror line here will be in the x. The line x is equal to 6. Where our k in this case x equals to k, our k now is 6. And the line we want to reflect is this one. This is the line y is equal to 3x plus 1. So what you are after here, only select any 2 points in this line and then reflect using this thing. And you'll find 2 points of the image, you find the equation. Now, let us find any 2 points using this line, in this line, x, y. When x is, say, let's say 1, so 3 times 1, 3 plus 1, y is 4. When x is 2, 2 times 3, 6 plus 1, this is 0. So these are 2 points. In the point number 1 and in the point number 2. When you reflect using this one, it will be somewhere here. When you reflect using this one, it will be somewhere, and the line will be like that. So let me assume this is point coordinate. When I find this one and this one, I'll just find gradient and I find its equation of the image, which the question requires you to do. Now, I have point 1, 4 and I have point 2, 7.
I have 0.14 and I have 0.27. Now, we know that when you reflect a point using the line x is equals to k, maps point AB onto 2k times minus a b. Okay. So if the point is 1, 4, then image will be 2k minus a b. So 2k, where k in this case our k is 6. So it will be 2 times 6, which is 12, minus a minus 1. A was 1, a is 1, b is 4. So when I say 12 minus 1 will be 11, and then b. So goodness of this image will be 11, 4. You want to also know the goodness of this image. If AB is 27, image will be 2k, which is 2 times 6, minus a. So it will be 12 minus 2, which is 10. And then b, 7. We are using the same concept given here. 2k minus a, b. So the coordinates of the image of this one will be 10, 7. If I want to find the equation of this image, first thing, I must find its gradient. So gradient will be change in y over change in x. So the y coordinate will be 4 minus 7 over 11 minus 10, which is 4 minus 7 is negative 3 over 1. So gradient is negative 3. If I want to find its equation, introduce a simple point, that is x1, pick one of the points, 11, 4. So say y minus 4 over x minus 11 will give you negative 3. Cross multiplying will mean y minus 4 is the same as negative 3 into x minus 11. So it should be y minus 4 is the same as negative 3x plus 33. Y alone will be negative 3x plus 33 plus 4. When you take 4 across the equation, it will multiply. So the equation of the image will be y equals to negative 3x plus 37. Yeah, we are asked in the form of y equals to mx plus c. We can say gradient intercept form. For more concepts you want to learn, join my YouTube account under Willy_Maths Guide, and I'll give you all the concepts which will assist you in preparing yourself for this coming KCSE 2023. Thank you.